Welcome, everyone. On behalf of the Brewer Foundation and New York University, welcome to the 17th Annual International Public Policy Forum Final Debate. My name is Andrea Sadberry, and I am the IPPF Executive Director. We are pleased to have you all with us here today at the Harold Pratt House for the final debate of the 2017 to 18 season. But first, I'd like to share a little about this competition and introduce you to our distinguished judges. The IPPF was founded in 2001 by the national litigation firm of Brewer Attorneys and Counselors. It's now jointly administered by the firm and New York University. It is the only competition that gives high school students around the globe the opportunity to engage in written and oral debates on issues of public policy. The contest is open to all schools, public and private, for free. This year, more than 160 teams representing schools in 30 U.S. states and 17 countries submitted qualifying round essays on the topic Resolved: International Climate Accords for Greenhouse Gas Emissions should adopt binding enforcement mechanisms. Judges reviewed the essays that we received and selected the top 64 teams to take part in a single elimination written debate tournament. Each team was paired against another and assigned a position, affirmative or negative. They volleyed essays back and forth via email. Judges reviewed those debates and helped narrow the field from 64 teams to 32 to 16, and finally to our Elite 8 teams. The Elite 8 teams have traveled to New York this weekend on an all-expenses-paid trip on behalf of the Brewer Foundation. Throughout the morning, they supplemented the written scholarship they produced over the last 7 months with oral advocacy, competing in a series of one-on-one debates. At this time, we would like to take a moment to recognize those schools. Our quarterfinalists this year are the Davidson Academy of Nevada from Reno, Nevada, Stuyvesant High School from New York, New York, Taipei American School from Taipei, Taiwan, and Westfield Academy from West Hartford, Connecticut. Our semifinalists are Concordia International School Shanghai from Shanghai, China, and East Mountain High School from Sandia Park, New Mexico. Let's give those teams a big round of applause. Competing this afternoon in our final debate will be William Mason High School from Mason, Ohio, and Leaf Academy from Bratislava, Slovakia. At this time, I'd like to invite our debaters to introduce themselves.
My name's Antnay Nair. I'm a senior going to Mason High School.
I'm Siraj. I'm a senior, also going to Mason High School.
My name is Rahul Ramesh, also a senior and also attending Mason High School.
I'm Samuel and I'm also a senior.
My name is Timofey Kožuchov, but you can call me Tim, and I'm a junior.
My name is Maciej, and I'm a junior at Leaf Academy.
Let's give these students a round of applause. And now to introduce our distinguished moderator and judges. Our moderator for this round will be Mr. David Baker, who is Director of Admissions at St. Mark's School of Texas in Dallas. Prior to that, he coached debate and taught public speaking for 16 years. Mr. Baker worked with the law firm of Brewer and Attorneys and Counselors to develop this international contest and currently leads the IPPF Topic Selection Committee. Our judges include Mr. Will Baker, who is the director of the NYU Global Debate Fund, housed in the Stern School of Business. The program extends debate across the NYU network from Abu Dhabi to Shanghai. He also serves as Chief Information Officer for Baker Consulting Associates, based in Dallas, Texas. Mr. Baker teaches argumentation and debate in the Media, Culture, and Communication Department and directs the award-winning Policy Debate Team that finished in the top 20 in the nation for the 9th year in a row. In addition, Mr. Baker is a member of the IPPF Advisory Board. Mr. William Brewer co-founded the national litigation firm of Brewer Attorneys and Counselors in 1984. Since that time, he has earned a national reputation as one of the most successful lawyers in the United States, practicing exclusively in the field of complex commercial litigation and dispute resolution. Mr. Brewer is also a founding partner of the Brewer Foundation, a former debater himself. Mr. Brewer is a founder of the IPPF and now serves on its advisory board. He is a past recipient of the National Speech and Debate Association's Communicator of the Year Award. Mr. Reed Dutchin is the Senior Advisor for Climate Solutions at the United Nations Foundation. He is also the former Executive Director of the Energy Future Coalition. Previously, Mr. Dutchin served as Director of Special Projects for the Turner Foundation, managing a portfolio of major grants aimed at increasing the effectiveness of environmental advocacy and I lost my say, so sorry. And encouraging federal action to avert global climate change. From 1989 to 1993, during the presidency of George H.W. Bush, Mr. Detchen served as the Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary for Conservation and Renewable Energy at the U.S. Department of Energy. Mr. Dave Houston has coached debate for over 30 years and has been a part of the IPPF competition since its second year, serving on the IPPF Advisory Board and on the IPPF Topic Selection Committee. He's had 3 teams compete in the final round of this contest. In addition to his work with the IPPF, Mr. Houston has served 2 terms on the National Speech and Debate Association Board of Directors. He's been a district chair for the NSDA in Iowa and Texas. He's considered highly skilled at tabulating debate tournaments, serving as the tabulation director for the Glen Brooks Tournament, the Tournament of Champions, Green Hill, and the Texas Forensics Association State Tournament. His debate teams have won numerous state, regional, and national competitions. He's an Emory University Barclay Forum Key Coach, a member of the Texas Forensic Association Hall of Fame, and the NSDA Hall of Fame. His proudest accomplishment, however, is being the proud grandparent of 8 children. Mr. John Paul Lupo is the director of Mayor de Blasio's Office of Intergovernmental Affairs. Prior to that, he served as director of City Legislative Affairs for 4 years. Before joining the mayor's office, Mr. Lupo had more than a decade of experience in government, politics, and communications. He held senior positions on the campaigns of Senator Jim Webb in Virginia and Senator Tim Johnson in South Dakota. A native Brooklynite, Mr. Lupo attended Stuyvesant High School and Emory University. While at Emory, he won the National Debate Tournament. Ms. Christina Tulungan Phillips is the director of debate at Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California, an NDCA board member and a member of the Policy Advisory Committee for the Tournament of Champions. Her students have reached the elimination rounds at many leading tournaments, including the NSDA Championships, NDCA Championships, and Tournament of Championships. She's a longtime member of our IPPF Topic Selection Committee and now serves on the IPPF Advisory Board. She also coached the 2011 second place and 2010 third place IPPF teams. And last, but certainly not least, Dr. John Sexton is President Emeritus of New York University and Dean Emeritus of NYU Law School. He joined the law school's faculty in 1981 and was named the school's dean in 1988. He was named the university's president in 2001 and served from 2002 through 2015. President Sexton is a fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, and a past member of the Executive Committee of the Association of American Universities. President Sexton holds 18 honorary degrees and has received numerous awards. In 2010, Emory University named him Outstanding High School Debate Coach of the last 50 years for his work with the St. Brendan's High School debate team. President Sexton is a member of the IPPF Advisory Board. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our judges. I want to give a quick reminder to those of you in the audience to please silence or turn off your cell phones at this time. And with that, I will turn it over to Mr. David Baker.
Andrea, thank you very much and welcome everyone. We're very excited to be here. I'm sure everyone's ready to get started, so let's do just that. We will start the debate with 2 opening statements, one from the affirmative, one from the negative. Each one of those speeches will last for 8 minutes. The affirmative, are you ready?
Before we begin, we'd like to give a few thank yous.
I think that would be great. Just look at me when I should start the time. Go right ahead.